cabbages that have just been finished, so that was the first bit early cabbage just gone. And then obviously courgettes.
Courgette flowers. Very good.
The flowers and the fruit.
Yeah.
There's a good bit of fruit. So they're yielding between 3 and 5 courgettes. Try some look for any fruits is on them. There's some there. Captain Caveman's Club.
Gee.
So they're yielding between 3 and 5 fruits a week each plant. And we have them just planted, but they're coming on is autumn squash, which is a wee bit autumn and winter squash, which is planted along there. On the drain pipes,
that's a handy weed tool, isn't it? Just very simple, isn't it?
you can either harvest that at micro salad stage or micro herb stage or baby salad stage. That's coriander on the top. That's regular salad bowl lettuce there. And we've cleared it in 3 or 4 for students to replant tomorrow when they're in.
But they're so in demand. All these micro herbs are so in demand now, aren't they? You know, the chefs go mad for them. They really do.
Aye.
You know.
I think from a supply chain point of view, there's a difficulty in getting them from the grower to the user.
Right.
Because there's such a short shelf. Like even same edible flowers.
Yes.
You know, you can't. It's something generally you would grow yourself. Than actually then tend to be buying and that you would tend to grow it yourself. But like the micro salad, like when Nev Maguire was in town, that Cookie School Life thing, there was micro basil galore in that.
Yep.
The tomatoes, there's different types of plum tomatoes. Some plum tomatoes there. Then we have some regular tomatoes across the far side as well.
You know, the whole emphasis is now that the chef grows his own. A lot of the places, you know.
And everything here is completely, to use the term organic, it's completely organic. We use organic fungicides, natural insect control, using this marigold to keep away green fly and white fly from the tomatoes. It attracts beneficial insects towards the plant as well. And then there's a wee bit, just around the front there, it's more companion plant, a wee bit of fresh basil.
Basil? And a companion, you mean as in it attracts the insects?
There'll be a mutual benefit, either where it attracts a beneficial insect towards them for pollination, or it helps to repel unwanted insects with them. In the case of basil, the basil itself will add more flavour to the tomatoes. So you can get like spicy Thai basil, you can get sweet basil, you can get large basil, and they'll add a certain flavour then to your crop as well.
And I know that they say that, I remember it was Heston one time I was saying that the flavour comes from the stem. Yeah. You know, the tomato.
So we would feed them here a type of organic fertiliser that we'll show you in a barrel called comfrey. And the comfrey itself is a very sugar-rich fertiliser, so that in turn adds more sweetness to your tomato. Right. So the wee fertiliser helps to make it taste a wee bit. That's more tomatoes. Fennel. Yes. So there's some fennel here where the fellas have been picking the foliage of it, so that then in turn has affected the size of the bulb. Right. So you're using the foliage at the sacrifice of the bulb, whereas when you go further in here, you see the ones that have never been harvested are getting nice bulbs starting to come on them as well. Yep. And again, there's just a wee bit of general basil stuck in left, right and centre. Behind us here is a wee bit more salad production. Some butterhead lettuce. Yep. And then some baby beetroots planted in there. And there's a wee bit of basil at the end there. The last bed over here, there's more lettuce at different stages of production. Some that are fully ripe, that are yearning to be cut, and some that have just recently planted. More tomatoes, and then we have some more tarragon on the drain pipes. That's a spicy salad mix, the middle one, so you'll actually see round this side here mustard leaf. So you see some mustard leaf and different varieties of rocket starting to grow together there. Then there's a wee bit lime basil starting to come in the bottom here. Some lime basil starting to come there. And then the troughs at the back behind us, there's a mixture of sorrel and radicchio lettuce in one, parsley in the next, and then oregano. And the last one's in there. This here then. More courgette stuck in there, and then this is actually just a salad bed that's almost starting to get the end of its life, where the lettuces is starting to get a wee bit tall and they're starting to bolt. So they're just getting harvested away, and then hopefully now that will get. We have another crop I'll show you in a second, which is ready just to replace that. Just get cleaned out. And then that's that was that oregano then one down there, and then there's a wee more basil in that wee trough in behind you.